Today we are going to be learning how to create art brushes in Adobe Illustrator. There are many presets of brushes, but today I'm going to show you how you can make your own. So to create your first brush, you are going to want to make your brush shape. So I'm going to teach you how to make a few line art brushes and maybe even so I'm going to be using a mirror. So if you want to learn how to make a mirror in Adobe Illustrator, you're going to want to click on the card above. So I'm going to be creating a simple one. For instance, if you get a shape tool, then you can just create it. I'm going to use the pen tool first. So I'm going to create a nice looking brush. And if you want more aligned brushes or something like that, you can always go up to View, choose Smart Guides. And if you want to undo something, just hit Control Z or Command Z. So then you're going to want to fill it if it's an art brush, but it can be just stroke. But if you want to change it color, you have to make the fill colored. Then you can always adjust it. And then when you're done, drag it into it, then select art brush as seen. Then you're going to want to name it. Then if you did the fill, you're going to want to choose tints if you want to change color. Then you're going to want to press scale proportionately. And then you want to click OK. Then if you get out your brush tool, make sure your brush is currently selected. Then it should make it. I'm going to show you how to create some fancy line art brushes. So first we're going to want to make one with circles on it maybe. So going to make a small circle, hold down Alt, and then put it somewhere, and then make it a little bit bigger. And then you're going to want to duplicate it again, but if you see those little arrows stuck between those pink lines, that's meaning that it's the same space. So if you want to align it perfectly, I cannot say things right today for some reason, you can do that. So then after you've gone to a really big circle, you're going to want to do the circle behind that one and just press Alt. So then you can just do some changes. So that's how you basically create art brushes, just the same repeated steps. You just have to create your design and then create the brush itself by going to drag your shape into the brushes panel and then rename it to something. Then you're going to want to select scale proportionately, I think. Or you can choose any of these settings. I don't exactly know what they do, but I think scale proportionately is a good one. Change the method to tints. Okay. Then if it's a bit skinny, don't worry. That's just a format of it. So now if you draw, you see like little shapes. I think this one's actually really cool. So yeah, you can even do it. So one thing that is really cool is if you make a width, like a width, you know, the width tool. So if you create like a width design, but first you need to go to Object, Expand Appearance, then drag it in, Art Brush, okay, name it. I'm just going to do Scale Proportionately because of my decision. Tints, okay. And then it actually applies it. So it literally can detect like anything from uniforms to like cut shapes, like if you use the scissors tool. But if you get like too crazy, like something like this, it'll just go all weird. So the thing with art brushes is that you need to be like really careful like what design you make. Nothing like scribbly, otherwise that's going to happen depending on your brush style. So yeah, that's basically how you create your own art brushes. But when you create a brush, you notice that if you create it, there's a calligraphic brush, scatter brush, art brush, bristle brush, and pattern brush. The calligraphic brush and the bristle brush aren't exactly available if you drag it in, but if you just see if I drag it in, it won't let me make those. But if you just click the plus sign, you can create any of those. If you're curious about what any of these brushes do, just let me know and I'll make a video about it. So see you next time. Bye.